Hello everyone, welcome to your favorite channel on YouTube, Math Vibes. From today onwards, we are going to start a series of videos about decimals only, as many of you feel confused in decimals. So here goes our first video. In this first part, we will learn about how to write decimals. Okay, let's start. So decimal means 10. Okay, the word decimal is made with this deci. Okay, deci means 10. So now sometimes you are being given this type of a box. Okay, so first of all, when you have to find out how much is shaded, and you have to give the decimal also, and the question is like this. Okay, what you will do is, first of all, you will count the total number of boxes: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Now the total number of boxes are 10. All right, now count how many boxes are shaded. So 1 2 3 and 4. 4 boxes are shaded over here. Okay, so what you will write is, now if I have to write it in fraction, okay, if I have to write it in fraction, then you know that first of all we draw a line, and then we write the total parts under it. So the total parts here are 10, so we have written under it. And now the number of parts that are shaded. So how many parts are shaded? 1 2 3 and 4. 4 parts are shaded. So if I have to write it in fraction, it will be written as 4 over 10. Okay, it will be written as 4 over 10. Now from fraction we can convert into decimals easily. So what is the rule for that? The rule is that first of all, our first step will be, we will write the number in the numerator as it is. Okay, so we have written 4 as it is. Now what we will do is, we will count this number of zeros in the denominator. Now here the number of 0 is 1 only. Okay, the number of 0 is 1 only. So now we have to go to left side. Alright, now we'll be moving to left side, and number of zeros you have counted. Okay, नंबर ऑफ जीरो इज 1, तो जितने जीरो आएंगे ना उतने नंबर छोड़ के यहाँ पे पॉइंट लगा देना है. ओके, यहाँ पे 1 ही जीरो था, सो यहाँ पे 1 पॉइंट नंबर छोड़ के पॉइंट लग गया. सो नाउ पॉइंट के आगे वी कैन ऑलवेज राइट 0. सो हेयर द आंसर विल बी 0.4. Right, so the answer is going to be 0.4 or 4 over 10, or we can write it as 4 tenths also. Okay, we can write it as 4 tenths also. Okay, so now how 0.4, once again I'll explain. You will count the number of zeros in the denominator. You will write the numerator as it is. We have written 4 as it is. Then number of zeros in the denominator is 1. So, and now we are going to go to left side. Okay, so number of zeros was 1. So here we have left one number, and then we have put a dot. And after dot we can write 0. So answer is 0.4. Okay, so let's look at another example. इतनी जल्दी कभी कभी नहीं समझ आता. So let us look at another example. First of all, we will write, the answer will be 0.7. Okay, see, we have written 7 over 10. Okay, so first of all we will write the numerator as it is. Okay, then we will move to the left side. We will count the number of zeros, and we will keep on leaving the digits. Okay, now 0 is only one number, so we will leave only one number. Now that number is 7, so we will leave 7 and we will put a decimal over here. So the answer will become 0.7. Okay, moving on. Now let's take one more example to make the concept very clear in your mind. Again we have to find out how much is shaded, and you have to give the decimal also. So firstly, count the total number of parts. It's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Alright, so now again let us suppose, now draw a line and write down the denominator as 10. Okay, now we will count the numerator. Okay, so in the numerator we have to write how many parts are shaded. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 9 parts are shaded. So we will write 9 over 10. We will write 9 over 10. Now if I want to write it in decimals, then how will I do that? Write down the numerator, which is 9. Then here we have only one 0, so we will leave this one number, okay, and we'll put a dot, and the answer is 0.9. Yes, the answer is 0.9 of 9 over 10. We can also write it as 9 over 10, which we will see in the later part of the video. Okay, before we move further, if you are liking our videos, please press the like button and do subscribe to our channel. Okay, now here we have seen the grid, which is divided into 10 parts. Okay, because I wanted to make it easy for you, so firstly I've started with 10 parts only. Now if something is divided into 100 parts, okay, if something is divided into 100 parts, then the decimal will look like this. How? See, in the denominator now we have how many zeros? We have two zeros. Okay, so firstly we will write the numerator as it is. We have written 1. Alright, then how many zeros are there? 2. So we will leave two numbers to the left, but here we are having only one number, which is 1. Okay, so now how can I make two numbers? I will firstly write a 0. Okay, I will firstly write a 0 over here, then I will leave two numbers. All right, then I will leave two numbers, which is 0 and 1 now, and then I will put a decimal. So the answer is 0.01. Okay, now if we have another number 41 over 100, again we are having two zeros over here, so we will firstly write 41, then we will count the number of zeros. Here we have two zeros. Okay, so we will leave two numbers, which is now 1 and 4. We already have two numbers, so there is no need to add 0 like we have added here. Okay, so leave these two numbers and put a decimal, so it is 0.41. 0.41. Now here are some questions. Now if you have to write the following as decimals, okay, if you have to write the following as decimal, now the question is 7 over 10. Alright, 7 over 10. How will you write that? The answer is going to be, firstly you will write 7, then it is 1 0, so you will leave one number and you will go to left hand side and you will add the decimal, and the answer will be 0.7. Okay, let's take the next number. If now we have 7 over 100, now see that here we have two zeros, okay, and here we have only one number, right? So what do we do? We, in order to make it two number, we will add one 0 over here, then we will move to left hand side, and after two numbers we have to leave, right? Here we have to leave two numbers because there are two zeros, so then we will add a point over here, okay, and it will be written as 0.07. So the answer is 0.07. Next, if we have 5 over 10 now, then what we will do? Now I'm giving you the time to think. Now you tell me the answer. And after 2 seconds, I will let you know the correct answer. Come on, think. What will be the answer? I'll count. Come on, come on. Yes, the answer is 0.5. Well done. Very nice. Good. Okay. So now we are having 50 over 100. Now some of the students find it very confusing. Okay, some of the students say, ma'am, the answer can be 2, right? Then how will we do it? Okay, let me explain this situation. Now what happens in this question is, now it is 50 over 100. There are two methods of writing it into decimal. First, by our method, see, it is two zeros. We have to leave two numbers, so decimal will come over here. So the answer should be 0.50. Now this is the first way. Okay, or can't I do like this, that I convert it into this? I can cut the zeros. Okay, I can cut the zeros, but don't cut 5 and 10. Don't convert into this into lowest term. The reason is, if you will convert it into lowest term, which will be 1 by 2, and then if you will divide that, if you divide 1 by 2 and you solve it actually, then you will get the same answer, which is 0.5. Okay, so if already without doing division and all you are getting the answer, then why will you convert it into lowest term? Okay, so now we can cut it also. We can cut the zeros and then we can write the answer as 0.5. Now this is also correct. Okay, this is also correct, because after decimal if we add zeros, it does not matter. Okay, 0.5 is same as writing 0.50. Okay, it is just converting into like decimals, which you will see in the further videos that we will post uh, in a day or two. Okay, so 0.5 or 0.50, both the answers are correct. Okay, both the answers are correct. Now you may think that what will happen if I cut this. I will show it to you. See, 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 10. Now you have 1 over 2. Okay, so if you will divide it, then 2 will come out, obviously, because 2 is in the denominator. 1 will come here. Okay, now 1 is smaller than 2. I cannot divide it, so I will put decimals. So it is 2 fives are 10. Now why I was not explaining it to you earlier is because we have just started with decimals and this is division of decimals. But many of you must be already a little bit aware of this. So I wanted to explain this point only, that here also after cutting it, okay, after converting it into lowest term, then after dividing it, you are again getting the same answer. You again have got 0.5 only. Here also 0.5 and here also 0.5. Then why to waste our time? Always remember, whenever you have the multiples of 10 in the denominator, never convert it into lowest term. Okay? Alright, I hope this point is clear to you till now. So we can write it as 0.5 also or 0.50 also. So our answer is 0.5, or you can write 0.50 also, but better is to write 0.5. Okay. Now 4 over 10. So what will be its answer? Come on, I'll count till 5 seconds. Tick tick 1, tick tick 2, tick tick 3, tick tick 4 and tick tick 5. So your answer, I hope, is 0.4. If you have got it correct, very nice. Well done. Let's see this number now. 43 over 100. Okay, 43 over 100. So again, now in this we have two zeros and we have two numbers also. So there is no need to add 0 or something. So we will write the numerator as it is. Then two numbers we have to left. So after leaving two numbers, we will put a decimal and we will add 0. So the answer now will become 0.43. Okay, 0.43 is the correct answer. Now next, now sometimes the question can be like this also. Okay, reverse way. See, if it is 0.6, now this can also be written as 6 over 10. Okay, 0.6, it can also be written as 6 over 10. Now sometimes the question comes that write 0.6 in fractions. Okay, how will you do that? The answer is 6 over 10, but how? What you will do is, whatever number is there, leave the decimal. Okay, just leave the decimal, ignore it. Then it is 0.6. Now 0.6 is same as 6. Okay, then after that you draw a line. Then for this point you will write 1. Okay, for this point you will write 1. Okay, now after decimal, How many numbers are there? Only one, right? So you will write 1 0. So that is why the answer is 6 over 10. Okay, I'll explain this by taking one more example. See, 1.3 can be written as 13 over 10. How? Ignore the decimal. Alright, ignore the decimal that is written over here. Then what you will write? Then what is the number if I ignore the decimal? Then the number is 13. If I ignore the decimal, then the number is 13. So if you ignore the decimal and you have written 13, then after that you will draw a line. For decimal you will write 1. Now after decimal, how many numbers are there? Only 1. Okay, so you will add 1 0. So you will add 1 0. So it is 13 over 10. Alright, that is why the answer is 13 over 10. Let's take another example where you have more numbers, okay, in the later part of the decimal. So again, the method is going to be same. You have to ignore the decimal and you will write the number as it is. So you have written 486 as it is. Draw a line. For decimal, you will write 1. After decimal, how many numbers are there? 2. So 2. Two zeros you will add. So the answer will become 486 over 100. Okay, I hope you are getting it. If not, let's look at this number. Now 7.09 can be written as 709 over 100. How? Ignore the decimal, write 709 as it is, put a line. For decimal you will write 1. After decimal you have two numbers, so you will write two zeros, so it is 709 over 100. Okay, now if sometimes a question can be given like this. Now this is given and you have to convert it into decimal, which we have done in the earlier part of the video. Then what will be the answer? How we used to write answer? We write the numerator 709, then we count the number of zeros, which are 2 over here. We move to the left hand side of the number. Okay, so we two zeros, so two numbers we will leave, and the answer here is 7.09. Okay, which is same as above. All right, so now I hope the concept is clear to you. If it is clear, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like and share also, and come back every day to watch our new videos. And do write in the comment section below that have you tried our method or not. Okay, now here are some questions which you have to try for yourself if you really want to check that whether you have understood it or not. Okay, first is you have to convert it into decimals. It is 1 by 100, 875 over 100 and 65 over 10. You can write the answers in the comment section below and I will let you know whether it is correct or not. We'll try to reply to each of your comment. And wait, don't go. Here is question 2. So now this question is that you have to convert these numbers in fraction. The numbers are 8.12, 7.2 and 9.50. Hey, you must be wondering how I am speaking these numbers. For that you have to see our next video, which is naming the decimals. Okay, I will explain it in detail that how you can name the decimals, how you can write the number name of the decimals and how you can read it. Okay, if you like a video, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.